Hey, it's the end of January, and we're out here at Eddie Michael's, and let's see what he's building and see if he's going to Autorama this year. Hey, Ed.
Well, good afternoon.
Man, buddy, what a beautiful 57 Chevy.
Yeah, come out pretty nice.
Man, you know, I saw this at Fred Swan's garage covered up. He was going to fix it, gonna, woulda, coulda, I guess.
Yeah, he had it for over 20 years, and I used to bug him every time I went over there. When are you going to sell me that car? Well, when he got in poor health and everything, his son didn't want it, and it was apart, and he figured I could put it back together. So I ended up buying it from him, but then he was going to rebuild it all original.
Yeah.
And I can't do original.
No.
So anyway, I put a 350 motor in it. I put power steering, power brakes. I put air. Car's got the best of everything.
And the chrome on it and everything just jumps when I look at it.
You know, us old timers will know what I'm talking about, but that chrome came from ABC when Jim Brown was alive. They did.
Okay, I know ABC, yeah.
Yeah, they did the chrome. Fred and Jim were good friends.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys knew who Jim was. And he did all that chrome, 15, 20 years ago.
Wow. Hey, let's pop the hood and look at that engine compartment.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Again, a lot of chrome.
Yes. Polished intake, chrome aluminum valve covers. Like I said, chrome alternator. It's all detailed out. I painted the inner panels and the core support and everything the same color as the car. Underneath the hood's all painted. It's standing tall. It's top notch.
Yeah, I mean, it's show condition, beautiful show
Yes.
condition. But I get the rumor you're not going to go to Autorama.
No, I told you before, I did 45 years, and after 45 years, I said that was enough. Let the younger guys do it now.
Yeah. Well, he'll be missed because you put some beautiful cars in there.
Yeah.
I still love the Bambino.
Yes, and it's still in the area. I sold it to Larry Dixon, and he sold it to another guy, and so it's still around.
Because we did a show on it, but
Right.
Still, the thing was beautiful. Now, along with all your other beautiful cars that you
Yeah.
had at Autorama.
Well, the Bambino was an unusual car because it was a shorty convertible.
Right.
And not too many people had ever seen it. And so it was kind of neat. And it's not here right now, but I'm building a 56 two-door Buick wagon that's like a Nomad.
Yeah, I saw it in the rough here the other day.
Yeah.
And that's going to be different. you know?
Yes.
Well, being a man, I worked at Buick back then, and there was no two-door.
No, it was only a four-door wagon, and this was made into a two-door.
Plus, also the roof line is not.
Right. The roof line changed. The B-pillar went like a Nomad, and it's quite unusual. It's going to be a pretty unique-looking car.
Oh, we'll be over here looking at that one. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Hey, what have we got here?
Well, I come across that here a couple months ago. This is a Boyd Coddington chassis. Boyd Coddington built this car, and it had the best of everything in it. And I haven't got the history of the dates yet, but the guy that owned the car was driving down the road and the car caught on fire. And they had an interior fire in the car, and they ended up taking the body off, and the guy lost interest in it. So local guy over here, Todd, he found out about it because it's got Corvette rear, Kugel front end, it's all boxed, stainless exhaust, it's got the best of everything. And he was going to build it. Well, he decided that he wanted to sell it. So this is more up my alley, as far as hot rods. And
Oh yeah.
so I'm either going to flip it or I'm going to turn around and find a body for it.
Yeah, because that's basically you got 90% of it done.
Oh yeah, it's all done. My understanding is that when Boyd originally built it, he put a drop axle in the front.
Okay.
Well, when he sold the chassis to Fred Warren in Ohio, Fred built a couple Riddler cars, and he didn't like drop axle, so he went and put a brand new Kugel front end under it.
Now that is, the guys that don't know, that's a special type of a front end. You just don't find those.
Right. The whole thing is, if you look at the Corvette rear end, the brakes are inboard. It's got special hub carriers. The half shafts are all turned down. It's got a 4-bar on it. I mean, there's no expense was spared when this was built.
Beauty. Well, Ed, it's always a pleasure stopping by and seeing you. And we're going to do a little tribute to Fred Swan.
Oh, good.
I went into the archives and got him down at Autorama, and we're going to put that at the end of this
show.
So this show will be a tribute to Fred Swan.
Yeah.
And
well, Fred loved this car, I can tell you that. And as you know, Bern is his wife, and she was worried about what I was going to do to it, but she was very happy when it was all done. So
yeah, he's going to be missed because he was one man that could do stainless like nobody else.
Oh, the guy could fabricate just about anything. He was great.
Yeah, he's going to be missed. He's a good friend.
He's already missed.
Well, we're out here at Ed Bryant's. Ed, you're going to Autorama again?
Yep, going again. I'll take a different car.
What is this going to be, the fourth time or fifth time?
Fourth time.
Fourth time. You had the 57 in there twice?
Yep, and I forgot about having that twice. Twice for that, the 70 once. It's been the fifth time.
Fifth time.
37 once.
37, yeah. Yeah, and this one here was what we're going to be looking at is the one that should have gone last year,
right.
But you had a few problems.
Yeah, I smashed the quarter panel in on it.
And then last minute, we had to go out and get that other one ready and get it in there.
Yep, I got the 70 ready and we took it down there.
Yep. Well, Ed, tell me the story about what happened to this car. I knew we worked hard to get it ready to go, and you're not going to make it.
Well, I went to the club meeting and I came back and my oil light was on, so I pulled in to fix the sending unit on it. And I pushed this out of the garage. It wasn't running at the time, and I backed into it with my other Chevelle.
Oh, no. I see
the quarter and the door. Got the door and the quarter panel on it. And Dave Brown came out and pushed all the dents out, and it had one crease above the rear wheel there we couldn't get because of the wheel housing. So we skimmed that and primed it and sanded. It's ready for paint. I just got to take down the Palace Chrysler Jeep and get it painted.
Well, you're lucky you had another car ready to go.
Yeah, really.
Now, what year is this one?
1965 Super Sport Chevelle.
And the other ones?
70 SS.
I see Dennis over there working on her. Let's go over and take a look at that one.
All right.
Well, I see we got all the mechanics working on this feverishly getting ready. You only got a week to go.
Yeah, I'm just putting the throttle cable and downshift cable on it right now. And then it's pretty much done. Get that on there and start cleaning it up good.
How big is that engine?
It's 454, about 4 1/4 horse. It was a Malibu, but it had all SS options. SS interior, 12-bolt rear end. It had a 350, 300 horse motor in it, small block. It used to be red. It's from Arizona, no rust at all on this car.
I noticed that black too. You love black, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I love black.
Ain't
nothing prettier than black cars.
Oh, when you're right there. I mean, when
there's a lot of work.
Once they're done right. I mean, but you don't see times where you can't see the problems in it. But
right.
But this one here is beautiful, and I know you're looking forward to get that down there to Autorama.
Right.
And like I say, it's only a week away.
Yeah.
So
I have to have it in there a week from tomorrow.
Well, let's look at this one. Tell me about it.
Well, it's a pro mod car. It's 4-wheel disc brakes, rack and pinion steering, LS2, 4L70E trans. Got a push button shifter, AC. It's got all the options on it. I just changed the wheels on it, took those chrome ones off, and got some different ones. I like these better. They got more rubber on them. They're 17s. The other ones were 18s and 20s.
Yeah, I know we were up in Frankenmuth. You had it up in Frankenmuth. It really looked good up there.
Yeah, I got a lot of attention up there. That was the first place I ever went with it.
Yeah. So, tell me about the preparation for these cars and everything. Get ready for Autorama.
Just cleaning mostly. The car's done, you know. Just cleaning up. I'm finishing off the trunk right now, and I'm putting red panels in there with black carpet.
But you have to get down there usually a day or two ahead of time.
Yeah, they'll usually bring me in. Usually I always go in on Wednesday for some reason. I don't know why they always set me up for Wednesday, but they do.
And they put you right on the main floor.
Right, yeah, on the main floor.
But you have to, and the weather is always a problem. I know this is going to be on the February 24th is the opening day on it.
Yes, it is. Yeah, 24th through the 26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be in yellowbullet.com's display.
Oh, okay.
Down there.
And what does this car, if to build this car, it takes time. How long have you been on this one?
Probably about a year and a half. I didn't work on it a whole year and a half, but and from start to finish, it took about a year and a half.
How good was the body when you first started?
It wasn't. I put quarter panels, tulip panels. That was about it. And floor pans and new trunk pan.
Yeah, like we came out to shoot this car, and we were getting ready to do a program on it for last year, and you smashed the side up on it.
Yeah, I ran into it with my 66 Chevelle sitting out in the yard. Caved the quarter panel in. Got it all fixed, though. Thanks to Dave Brown, he does that paintless dent removal. He got most of the dent out of it. And I took it up to Bristol Road Collision, and they painted it.
Well, I know you're with the Flaming Pistons, and it's always a pleasure talking to you out here on your cars, but you're starting on another one,
Yeah,
which you can never...
I've got a 68 out on my trailer right now. As soon as I get rid of that green car, it's coming in. I got to get it together. It's all painted. Got the new motor setting right there for it. It's got a 427, 650 horsepower roller motor that's going in it.
You're just a building fuel. I follow you around, and I know how many cars that you have built.
I'm keeping this car. I'm selling that 68 when I get it done. Helps pay. I got to get one to sell to keep my hobby going, you know.
Well, let's take a look at this one over here.
There's that new motor. Can I turn the lights on over here, John? Yeah, I sold this guy this car about 5 years ago. I brought it back from Alabama, and he took it home and redid it. And he put a motor in it that he had rebuilt like 15, 20 years ago. And he was backing out of the garage to clean it up, and the motor started knocking, so he pulled it back in. Before he got it back in, it seized right up. But broke a wrist pin and a piece of the piston, caught between the crank and the throw on the crank and the rod, and stopped, froze it up. So I bought this motor and put it in there for him. He's got a bad shoulder, he couldn't work on it, so I'm fixing it up for him.
Oh. I noticed that interior, and that's not the original, that's the old.
They're white. Yeah, I think it's original seat covers. I don't know, mine don't have that pattern, does it? Mine are original, you're right. I don't know what those are. Well, that's 64 too, mine's a 65. It might have been different.
Yeah, you are definitely a Chevrolet man, I'll tell you. You know the Chevys.
Yeah, well, Chevelles are easy to do, you know.
Yeah.
I can put them together in my sleep.
But you see, you got another one out. Well, it's raining, so we're not going to go out and take a look at that one right now.
That 68's in the trailer. That convertible's in that room, but it's a mess over there. That one, I'm bringing it over here first, getting it apart, and it's going in the bump shop to get new sheet metal on it, and I can get it painted, and I'll bring it home and put it together.
So this is the engine here that's going to go in the
68, yeah. $8,000 in that motor.
Oh.
It's a roller motor, roller cam, everything.
Yeah. That would look nice in my 57.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have no tires left if it stayed around.
Yeah. No, I'll stick with that
I was
350.
thinking about keeping it and put it in my 66 and put another big block in that 68 to sell it, you know, instead of selling an $8,000 motor with the car.
Ed, it's always a pleasure, buddy.
Yep, you too, Jack. I always look forward to seeing you, bud.
And
Josh, too.
yeah, we get out here every once in a while. We'll get out here again this summer, and we'll look at some of these other cars that you're going to be building.
Yeah.
But right now, I like to remind people, hey, make it to Autorama, February 24th.
It'll be a good show.
And it's going to be a nice show. And it's going to be a nice car. We're going to be there Friday. Ed's going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Stop by and see him. But until then, hey, we'll see you under the checkered flag. Hey, we're not Ed Bryant. You know, you made it.
Yeah, I did. Finally got it here. Surprise, surprise, huh?
I mean, we spent that 3-4 years just getting this car ready to get down here. Now you've made it down here, and it's looking good.
Now I can start driving it and enjoying it.
Like I said, a beautiful black car, black beauty. It just sticks right out.
Turned out pretty good. We're pretty happy with it. Let's see how it does down here.
Thanks, Ed. Well, Josh, you remember Ed Bryant's car? We did a complete series on this car. Beautiful car. They asked for it to be back again this year because it didn't have a good spot in the back last year, so they gave it a bright, nice front row spot. Car shows real well. And the other car is a friend of his, Ron Hall from Clarkston. As you can see, another beautiful 55 Chevrolet. Ed, how's everything going today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Finally got this car in there and got it set up.
Good, yeah, tell us about this car.
It's a 70 Chevelle 454 Super Sport that I built it to sell. So that's about it. So everything's brand new on it.
I know you wanted the other car, and you had a little accident.
Yeah, I had a little accident with the other one. I could get some paintwork done on it. I'm keeping that car. It'll be done here probably by April.
Beautiful. Beautiful car and well shown.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. The car looks pretty good in here, doesn't it?
Well, Fred, you finally made it.
Oh yeah, after a little hassle and sleepless nights and.
I was going to ask you about that. You came in last night, 6 o'clock.
Our move-in was 6. My buddy came over, rode down with me, and we pulled into the ramp here at 5 o'clock. I said, "Oh my God, we're going to be in line for 2 hours." There was nobody in front of us. We went right in.
Oh, fantastic! I know we came down with the Chushin. We were 5 blocks, but it moved.
I guess yesterday was a real zoo down here in the afternoon. You know?
I thought, poor Fred, he's going to be driving nuts. But you made it. You're here, and the car is showing good. You got a nice area. The lights on it are good. So
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
The only thing, I got the car a little bit this way further than I should have been, but it'll be fine. You know, I was worried about the doors hitting the display, but it worked out good.
Looks good, Fred.
Yeah.
And thanks again for letting us look at us.
Oh God, yeah. Anytime.
Hi there, I am Jack Ockendicky. I am the host and producer of Under the Checkered Flag, which you can see here on Wednesdays and on Fridays. Wednesdays at 4 o'clock, Fridays at 6 o'clock. But today I'm going to talk about car shows and other car events that are going on in our area. I will do this every week, and the ones that I will give you will be for the week ahead of us. Like today, we're talking about the Flint to the Bricks, Chrome, and Ice on Dort Federal Credit Union Event Center. That will be on 10th and the 11th of February. That is basically what I will do every week, and I'll take most of that out of the cruising news. And this is the auto events calendar that comes out every year. In this calendar are hundreds and hundreds of auto events, car events. I will also be talking to the motorcycle guys to get their events so I can get them on this program. Now, this is, again, February 10th up in Flint. But until then, watch for us right here with Jeff Decker. Hey, I'll see you under the checkered flag.